our 2025 Hobbycraft wedding haul.
Hi, welcome back to Bride Society. I'm Rebecca, this is Laura, and yes, we have been shopping at Hobbycraft. So if you don't know, it's a shop in the UK which is a craft store for your hobbies. I guess the name is in the title, as it turns out, which obviously makes it a great place to go to prepare for your wedding. And we've got a bunch of stuff a range of stuff so some does require possibly a little bit of DIY, adding your own flair to, your own personalisation perhaps, and others are kind of more just ready to go. So something for everyone potentially. Yeah. But yeah, it's kind of our sort of favourite picks of what they've brought out this year. So we don't actually have anything kind of the super standard kind of things like invitations or the guest book, although they do have lots of those as well. But these are maybe more kind of the little extras or the more interesting different ways of doing the standard stuff. Hopefully it all will become clear.
We'll link what we can below in case you want to check any of this out. But my first item is this pegboard, which is great for everyday use. You could have it in your home after the wedding as well, but also could say welcome to our wedding, whatever wording you want. You could change the wording throughout the night. It comes with loads of these letters that you stick on the front. So this could be put on an easel, or it does have a hook that you could hang on a wall if there was a nail just on the wall somewhere that you could hang it. And it's £13, and yeah, to say you can use it for the wedding and then after the wedding, and minimal DIY with that one because it's just putting letters onto the board.
Yeah. As long as you can spell, yeah. You're good with this one. Then my first item is this wooden ampersand. It lights up and is £12. And so it does light up. You need 2 AA batteries, just for informational purposes there. And this will look great on sort of your sweetheart table or your top table, sort of placed between the two of you, something like that, or on like a mantelpiece that you're maybe having pictures in front of, something like that. So it's obviously very much the unionising of the two of you, even if you don't go with any of the letters, right? You don't even necessarily need... You can buy them, they do have other things in the same style, but yeah, you don't necessarily need the other initials, you can just get the ampersand.
So my next item are these acrylic table numbers. You get numbers 1 to 12 in here, so hopefully that's enough for the number of tables you're having. If not, you might need to buy an extra pack, but it's £26 for all the numbers, so you get 1 to 9 and then you get 10, 11, 12, so it's not as though like the 1 and the 0 count as part of those. So they're just clear acrylic for these, so which you can obviously leave it as, but then if you want to be a bit more DIY, a bit more crafty, you can either like paint them with some acrylic paints to match your colour scheme. You could like decoupage some, press flowers on there or something else. You could use your Cricut machine if you've got one and put some vinyl on there. So you can personalise the numbers, yeah, to match the theme and vibe of the wedding. And you've got your base already there. So again, it's kind of...
Yeah, they've got little stands for them.
So yeah, freestanding on all the tables. So yeah, just an easy way to do kind of simple table numbers.
Yeah. Another way to go, possibly for table numbers or for the other signage, they have this cute little double-sided chalkboard which is £6.50. So it's double-sided, it has got the little string across the middle so it will kind of support itself. And yeah, so great for the table numbers or names. Obviously it gives you a chance to be a little more creative if you want to do a little sketch if you're feeling kind of artsy for the table names. But say it could be used for things like if you're having like personalised cocktails, you could write a little menu on there. Cake menu, that's an in thing at the moment. So yeah, lots of different obviously options and uses for that. But yeah, double-sided does help for things like table numbers and stuff too.
Yeah. So my next one is a slightly larger one. Again, another DIY project potentially, or you could leave it as it is. It's this large wooden box that's £16, and we thought it could be quite a good card box option, or just anything you might want to put in a box at the wedding. Or then afterwards, I mean, it could be the card box, and then afterwards it could double up as a memory box, so you could put all the bits, mementos and things from the wedding inside there, that you've got something then to keep afterwards. And again, you could decorate it, you could just simply paint it, you could add some vinyl to it, you could go crazy with it, you could do all sorts.
You should also say it has hinges, so it's not just like a box with the lid on, lid off, and it does come in a smaller size as well, in case that's useful to you. But yeah, we picked up the bigger one because we figured, for the purpose of getting cards and stuff in, that kind of thing, it's probably the way to go. And
you could also line, if you are using it for cards, it could be propped up on the table, and you could kind of line it or paint it inside as well, so the inside looks pretty as well as the outside. Yes, I think in the tutorial on our channel, you'll see me like cutting out some patterned card, which was also purchased from Hobbycraft, in the bottom as a lining. So yeah, check that video out. That'll be great. My next item is this like wicker hamper, which is £12.50. Partly because it's very cute. It's very much like a miniature picnic basket, but which can make a cute photo opportunity if you want to put like a punnet of strawberries in there and have a little, you know, your wedding photo shoot outside. But that's not what I was actually thinking when we initially picked this up. Thinking things like if you're doing the kind of washroom, bathroom, like baskets, you know, in the women's or in the men's washrooms, where you sort of fill them with bits and bobs that your guests might benefit from using throughout the day and enjoy refreshing themselves. So yeah, it could be a cute little basket for the purposes of putting in there. And obviously, again, it's something you can repurpose and find other uses for in your home afterwards, which is always a bonus. My next item is this sweet treats sign. So it does come with a freestanding base, so you can stand it up, and sticks that you push through so you can actually hang things on there. This is £7.50, and just a great addition if you're having like a dessert table at the end of the night, or just as part of your reception food. You can have some fun, like either donuts on there or other things that you can maybe hang off there that your guests can just go and help themselves to. It's just a fun way to display those, and it already has the sweet treats on the top. If you decided you didn't want it that way round, you could actually spin it round to the blank white side, and again, if you've got like a Cricut machine or access to vinyl, you could kind of put some other wording on the top of it. So especially if you wanted to kind of go on to the trend of like a packet of crisp wall, which obviously isn't a sweet treat, you could use it for that, something like that, or you could just personalise it to say something slightly different to match the theme of whatever you're going with for the wedding. Yeah, and because the base on it would be fully like reversible too, so it would work either way. So my next item are these hangers. They're £8.50 each. They're sort of bought individually, they're not coming as a pair or anything, but saying bridesmaid, bride, so get whatever you need, or however many you need if obviously you're having multiple bridesmaids perhaps. And this kind of very nice kind of matte gold, and so it's part of this trend of hanging your dresses for the kind of getting ready photos on the morning, so you can have some really pretty shots of your dresses hung up all nicely. And then I feel like in your wardrobe at home afterwards, if you're sort of keeping your dress hung up, maybe in the dress bag perhaps, but it'd be a nice thing to kind of hang on to keep hang on to. That wasn't intentional. Yes, something nice to hang on to as a memento afterwards as well. It obviously has a purpose around your home and might be a nice little kind of gift for your bridesmaids to hang on to as well. My final item is along the card box theme. It's this wooden post box. Now you may have seen post boxes at a lot of weddings. It's quite a popular thing to have. This one is wooden. It's £17, and it's actually one that you can decorate yourself. So again, you've got your kind of bare bones of the item, but then you can add your personal touches onto it as well. So you can paint it whatever colour you want. So if you want to go down like the classic white or even red route as a post box, you can do. Add your vinyls on there to personalise it, put your names on so everyone knows whose wedding it is and whose cards posting in there. But yeah, just again, it's making the DIY crafts a bit more accessible and easier because you've got that base to work from rather than potentially having to like build everything from scratch. Don't get us wrong, if you are DIYing things, they will take time and they will take longer than you think they will, but at least these, you've kind of got that head start already, and it's just one thing to do rather than many steps. Yeah,
it's sort of just like the personalisation aspect rather than the construction of building aspect, I suppose, isn't it?
Yeah.
My final thing, which I don't actually have here physically, so you'll be seeing pictures of it on your screen, is that Hobbycraft are doing these archways. So the last year or two they started doing kind of hoops for your like cake displays or to sort of stand in front of, and this year they've added this one to their collection. Others are available on their website as well, so do take a look if you're looking for something like this but not quite this. So this is sort of an arch that you might have at the top of the aisle, something like that, or maybe the backdrop to your top table, your sweetheart table, something like that. It's £51. This one is 2 metres by 1.6 metres, and of course you can decorate it in a number of ways. So again, the structural part is there, you're not having to build from scratch, but you can then add and embellish to keep it in keeping with your wedding style theme beyond that. So whether that's with draping, florals, so you might be bringing in a conversation with your florist on this, or maybe you're going with faux flowers and getting it set up yourself ahead of time. It does seem to come with some sort of ways to attach things onto this frame, but see, all the things like the florals, the drapes, they aren't provided. It's just like the framework itself, and so it is freestanding. It has sort of a heart base to it on either side, but yeah, it's probably something that needs a little bit of practice. Don't leave, like if you're doing the draping and the faux flowers, don't leave it till like the day before the wedding to do it, because I think it will kind of take some finagling if you're not used to doing that kind of task. But yeah, it could be quite a cost-effective way potentially of doing it. Potentially.
Don't hold us to that.
Yeah, depends how grand your plans are, basically.
So we hope you like that roundup of kind of bits that we selected from Hobbycraft, and that maybe you've seen something that might work for your wedding. Let us know if you have seen anything on here that you want to go and get and then personalise or just use as part of your wedding. Drop those in the comments below. Everything we can link will be linked in the description box as well. We'll also link the tutorial to the memory box to show you what we did with one, but obviously you can do with however you decorate it, however you want. Give this video a like, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you next time.